I'll give a quick recap, Dave.
Sure.
So the party was at the inn in town and was presented with a variety of options, and we decided to pursue a missing wagon of weapons. Party set out to try to track down this missing wagon of weapons, and we ran into this really thick fog, really mysterious fog. We wanted to find out more about it, so Malachi decided to use a detect magic spell and was so overwhelmed by the power and creepiness of this magic that it brought him to his knees. Nevertheless, we decided to continue onwards. As we continued onwards, Arian discovered a trap which had been set by some goblins. Fortunately, Arian's ranger skills were enough to discover the trap before we stepped into it. However, we were then ambushed by several goblins, which the party dispatched quickly. We then carried on to a small castle-like, old ruined castle-like structure. And as we proceeded into the structure, we found two orcs standing guard over a prisoner as they were boiling some water, preparing to cook the prisoner. We also met a raven called Acelius, who warned us that there were like many orcs and giants in this structure. A talking raven. The Aryan and Keyleth entered in and decided to ambush these two orcs. We managed to dispatch the first one that was not in plate armor fairly quickly, but the one that was in plate armor gave us quite a fight, taking down two party members before we could finish him off. Upon freeing the prisoner, he rewarded us, and we returned to town and reported our discoveries to the townspeople.
Right on. Nice recap. But you forgot one important thing. You got Arian has a companion named Splug now.
Oh yeah, can't forget about Splug.
Slug.
Yeah.
I'll turn it over to Crom to tell us what his adventures have been. What he's been up to.
Yeah. So it has been 5 days since your last adventure in the area of Flan and at the Crossing Inn. Now, what has everybody been doing with their downtime days? Arian, what have you been doing? Getting to know Splug a little bit? Yes.
Yeah, actually, since last time he spent a lot of his time away from the people in this area. He was out in the forest. He's actually trying to work on spending more time here to get to know them, so that he'll be a bit more trusting of them, and spending some time with Splug to make sure that Splug is being as trustworthy as possible, and not letting Splug cook his meals. He's definitely not letting Splug cook his meals.
Splug good cook, and Splug not tell mommy either.
Splug can cook for himself, but Arian is not eating any of Splug's food. Seriously, no.
Malachi, what have you been doing with your 5 days?
Malachi has just been continuing to try to improve relations with the townsfolk by tending to the sick and wounded in town.
Nice.
Trying to get them to trust us a little more.
All right. What about you, Mrs. B?
Well, first we had to go to the armory and to get that plate mail sized down to a dwarven size. So when I came back in today, we got new armor for our dwarven fighter. Bought a healing potion. Of course, informed my faction of all this craziness that's been going on. And went down to the temple to see if they do tap 2 work, and if not, hung out with the people in the militia and played cards and hung out. Of course, broke up a few bar fights here and there, should there have been any.
A couple of the drunk farmers from around the Flan area in the Quivering Forest, yeah. They're getting to know you pretty good, though, so, you just stand up and they just seesaw fighting. The barroom brawl starts and you stand up and then it just gets as quiet and you can hear a pin drop in there, so. I'm almost afraid to ask you, Crom. About Keyleth. Keyleth, he took injuries. He sustained quite a few injuries. Went down.
Okay.
Yeah, he went down a couple more times yesterday. So today, he is still recovering in the community room upstairs of the crossing in because he's just not fit and able to join you guys today.
Wow.
Now I'm almost scared to ask Chrome what you've been doing with your with your 10 days of down. Well, actually 10 days. So
You know what I've been doing. Crom has been whoring and drinking and partying it up to the wee hours of the morning constantly. That's all Crom thinks about, the tang, son.
So you've been living the carousing lifestyle, huh?
That's right. Oh
All
God,
right.
I got a table here.
So you've got
All right.
the carousing table here.
There's supposed to be a modifier for this, I believe. I forget exactly what it is. Let me look here. Roll D100 and add the carousing character's level to determine. Okay, so it's a +1. All right. Where do I add that 1 in, Dave?
Just in your modifier box, lower left-hand corner. That should work. And then you just roll it, and we'll see what happened for your days of downtime. So it looks like you rolled an. Oh, geez, the higher you roll on this table's bad too. You got an 80.
That's
So
right.
oh, nice. Not
81.
too bad.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's an 80. Isn't it? Okay.
Yeah,
That
79
modifier's in
plus
there.
1. Yeah. So basically, what's happened is you've earned modest winnings from gambling, and you recuperate your lifestyle expenses for the time that you spent carousing. So
All right.
you have to pay no carousing. So because whenever you do your downtime days, you
All right. You spend money according to the lifestyle.
yeah,
you wanna
basically,
maintain.
yeah. You deduct your 5 days of downtime, and you deduct your 5 days of money from carousing, and then you give us a great tale of your adventures for the last 5 days.
Well,
So
basically,
yeah,
I've just been, stomping around this little area. Not a lot of soft legs around here, Dave. Not a lot to get my rocks off on. So I ended up just gambling with the locals, into the wee hours of the morning as usual, and I maintained a pretty good amount of gold, enough to keep me in drink and stuff for 10 days, I guess. That I've been
yeah,
doing this.
you haven't
So,
lost a single silver or gold piece.
Right. So yeah, I've just been keeping the drinks flowing and been just partying it up, dude.
I think as I look
not a gold loss.
officially, I think as I look, Arian would like to spend his time actually officially gaining renown with his with the Emerald
faction.
Enclave. Yeah, with his faction. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody will definitely have their opportunities. That's for sure. Yeah, the way that it works, and speaking out of character, is each adventure sometimes will reward someone or someones or multiple people that have that faction involved with the adventure. So, but everybody will eventually, and sometimes everyone gets renown points. So it just depends on the actual adventure itself. So did you try to get anybody to carouse with you or anything, Crom, or did you just basically just start buying drinks? People were buying you drinks,
Right.
Met a lot of lady
I
folk
tried
friends.
I tried to get Arian to carouse with me, but he seemed preoccupied with some little midget that he found or something. I don't know the whole story behind that, but he seems to have a little friend that he'd rather spend time with than good old Crom. So forget Arian.
I
And
love
the
it.
Someone has to keep it-
priest's time is better spent practicing his archery. So yeah,
Well,
I'm not
when
going
we
to distract
found-
him. If he gets
when
too
we
drunk, he might shoot
found-
me in the head next time.
Well, see, when we found Splug, B all but basically put Splug in Arian's custody, and she was like, he's your problem. And she came
You're
over and
the
picked him
only
up.
one that can speak his language.
She picked him up and brought him over there and set him down in front of me like he's your problem. So someone's got to keep an eye on Splug, and I got to make sure that Caliph doesn't actually shiv him in the night, because Caliph has this thing against goblins. So
You shank when they
yeah,
should.
shank him. Yeah, he shank him at night. So we got to make sure that Caliph doesn't just shank him. So someone has to keep an eye on Splug, keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, what was his name? Caliph can't carouse, Dave, because he's like in traction right now. I mean, he's got fucking IV bags by his bed running into him, I walk in there, and the doctor looks at me and shakes his head slowly, and I walk out. You know.
I don't know if he's gonna make it, son.
A single tear runs down my face. You know.
Oh god. He's in like this full body cast. That's great.
Exactly.
So these these wandering nomads, supposedly were, according to, the inhabitants of the area, supposedly they were caught. They were stealing a bunch of stuff. Ramson, the owner of the crossings, thought that they were untrustworthy gypsies and whatnot. But you guys are getting other stories from them. You helped Triku get her wand back. You saved Kekim, and then you brought the stolen weapons back to Ramson. So you still have a couple of other things. You still have some gems that were stolen from a merchant, and then you also have a cook that was cursed by the male matriarch, or the oldest of, named Papa. And he's of the Gur. So what do you guys think? Which way do you guys want to go tonight?
So I'm sitting at the card table, Dave. I got a fucking cigar in my mouth, a hand of cards in my hand, and I see this cook strolling back and forth. He looks a little, under the weather, and I ask him, "Hey, what's going on with you, buddy? Cheer up, man."
He's actually bedridden. So that was a couple days ago when we saw him. Okay. Yeah, but now word of mouth is he's on his last leg. Yeah,
whatever happened to that downtrodden cook?
Well, Ramson says, hopefully we can find that Papa, the matriarch of those gypsies. He's putting some curse on my cook, and unfortunately, I think his assistants are coming down with it as well. So if that's the case, I'm going to have to get back there and cook, and that is not going to happen because you do not want to cook. You don't want to eat my cooking, and you especially don't want to eat my wife's cooking. If she has to go back in there, then everybody's going to, and they ain't going to be cursed. They're just probably going to die.
Surely you do, best friend.
Of course I do. Of course she can't hear it. And
well, that Raikou chap, the little boy that stole that wand from the Elven chick upstairs, he seemed like he was talking about some mama. Does this Papa have anything to do with this mama he was talking about?
Well, yeah, of course it does. That the mama, her name is Sybil. She's the female matriarch,
okay.
and she's the daughter of the old guy. So she's nowhere to be found. But the other gypsies are saying that, once all of the Gur back together, then she'll make her appearance. But
right.
she's
I'm getting a little
somewhere
hungry,
now.
man. So I kind of tuck my cigar in my mouth, throw my cards on the table, cash out, let's get up. All right, sounds like we've got work to do. Let me go find my fellows. I begin scouring the inn for Arian.
Sure.
But Arian's not in here. I ask around after Arian.
Of course, you were in the VIP room. You were in the VIP room, of course.
I take off the red rope cable and rehook it when I walk out. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Now you go back into the other part of the bar where all of the other farmers and whatnots are. The poor people, and and you see your companions in there. They're over in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice that. That Keyleth wouldn't be there. He's still under the weather because of the vicious wounds that he took while trying to take Blood Skull Keep. Yeah, you just don't know. The priest, as he has a pipe hanging out of his mouth, he says, "I just don't know if he's going to survive."
Well, he likes to live dangerously. I guess this is the price he has to pay for.
He does, for sure.
So
he's a lucky one, this Keyleth.
I'll hop up beside Arian. So who's your little friend here, Arian? I don't believe I've been introduced yet.
Well, Crom, this is Splug. And then I said, Splug, this is Crom.
Splug. Okay. So, Arian, these are the sorts of people you'd rather hang out with than old Crom. I understand how things are.
Yeah,
we're trying to help civilize Splug.
Yeah, he's trying to teach him a little Common too. Sorry about that, B.
As the light from the end glares off of her fucking shiny ass plate mail, I kind of like shield my eyes as I look at B.
The Gur are in the bar as well. You know, the two Gur that you had. You know, they're in there. A couple of the farmers are talking to them as well. So what do you guys think?
Over and drops a small bag of coin on the table.
Oh.
I pull up next to the table, set my drink down, sit down, take a seat, and ask, "So, Crom, what's going on?"
Not a whole lot, man. Just been enjoying myself while you guys were apparently out getting new friends here as I pat the little goblin on the head.
He snarls at you.
I
Well,
glare.
no, Splug. Crom's a friend. Crom's a friend. Trust me.
He's trying to say, say broken things in common, so he says, friend? And he points to himself, friend?
So,
Yeah, I'll
guys,
point to Crom, friend.
priest, it seems like this cook of ours is laid up in the bed now. Some sort of curse to do with these damned Gur people here.
Well,
curse, you said.
we had heard about that. We had heard about the curse, and I had wanted to go look into it, but we felt that the stolen weapons were more important to get back than going after this person who possibly cursed somebody, even when it may not actually be a curse.
Well, it's some sort of illness. The food here is definitely taking a turn for the worse.
It's almost
See, it
like the
leads to
food is cursed, too.
So,
Well,
they're scared to go in the quivering forest, and I'm at home in the forest.
I
so,
fear nothing. Well, let's go.
well, I've studied curses back at my temple in the day, so I know a little bit about curses.
So that's
I'd
what
be
you
in,
spent your
I
time
think
on
I might
rather
be
than
able.
archery. Okay, I understand. Well, we need to find out where this Papa is. This guy said the Papa was the one that cursed the cook. I don't understand all this Gur matriarchy system here, but maybe we need to
Apparently the matriarch was the one that told our friend that was kidnapped at the keep to go there and make a peace with the orc.
Oh, so these people aren't the evil masterminds that we originally thought they were? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if I can intervene for a second, it's like when you guys went to the cave to find Hariku and the stolen wand. He wanted to befriend the dragon and add this wand to his pile of magical, treasure and his treasure hoard to guarantee protection for the town because of all of this mist and the animals acting strangely in the surrounding areas and whatnot. So, and the same thing with the weapons. He was going to deliver these weapons to the orcs at the Blood Skull Keep to the north, and he never made it because he basically got jumped, and then he was going to get cooked. So he was kind of screwed. But the merchant's missing the gems still, and there's a reward for that. And then there's the cook, and he's cursed. I mean, he's not. It's like I told everybody yesterday. Nothing is time sensitive, so it's not like if you don't save the cook today, he's gonna die. So don't feel like anything is like time sensitive, and that that's speaking out of character.
Well, if we don't save the cook today, we're liable to starve, though.
Splug has a couple. He pulls out of his pack a couple of raggedy aluminum or tin pots, and he starts banging them and putting one on his head, and he starts jumping. Splug cook, Splug cook. Of course, he's saying this in Goblin.
Make
Splug
that
good
thing
cook.
shut up, Arian. Make it stop talking. I can't concentrate with it running off.
He's just expressing his enthusiasm and trying to cook, which I've been trying to stop him from that, but I'll do what I can.
Well,
No
I'd
Splug, no
rather
cooking.
have to cook my damn self than eat something this creature made.
He just kind of growls. That's a Crom.
So is Splug coming with us, or are you going to leave him here
No,
to
I'm
take
gonna
care of
tell
Tila?
Splug. gonna tell Splug to stay here, keep an eye on things.
He'll
Make
stay in the
sure
common
Kalis
room.
is fine and
Yeah.
okay.
He will. Oh yeah, he'll definitely do that as he grins evilly. Splug help, Splug help. Yes, yes. And he claps his hand a couple times, jumps up and down. But yeah, he's gonna keep an eye on Keyleth and everyone's belongings, personal belongings and stuff in the common room upstairs.
So, Arian, you said that this Papa character would be in the quivering forest, as you call it.
Well, that's where the people they had track him stopped there. They were scared to go in the forest, so hopefully we'll be able to pick up something from there.
All right. You think you can track him?
I believe that I could possibly do this. Yes.
What do you think, B? Priest?
I think this curse is worth checking out, and if we can help this Papa, even better.
Exactly. That's what I say. I'm a bit hungry right now, so the sooner we get this settled, the sooner we can eat a decent damn meal.
Just don't pass out, Malachi.
Yeah, you definitely know that. The old guy Oscar, Ozzcar, Oscar, he was definitely headed into the quivering forest, and you know that he also stole some rare herbs and plants from the inn's pantry as well. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we got another girth
Ramson.
on our hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ramson has told you that as he was, he's been having to cook the last couple of days, and all of his rare herbs that usually would hide his deficiencies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Usually his rare magical herbs and plants would always hide his mistakes in cooking and always make the food much better than it really was. But they're all gone, and he can't have that. He needs to get his plants and herbs back.
Well, we've got stolen weapons, a stolen wand, stolen spices. Is there anything these damned Gur won't steal, guys? I'm beginning to share the opinion of the locals here and think that these Gur are just no damn good.
Well, let's not be too hasty because there seems to be some sort of method to their madness, even though we haven't discerned it yet. So.
Well,
But
according to what you
I'm
told me
kinda like
about
you.
the weapons, that they were going to give them to the bad guys and hope the bad guys would protect us with them.
Well, like I said to the girl on our travels home, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
I'm gonna grab one of the locals and see. Ask him. Have you heard any rumors about this quivering forest that you care to share with us?
The elves. I don't trust the elves, and they live in the forest. No offense. He looks over towards Arian. I just don't trust the elves. I think they've been stealing a bunch of my fruits and my vegetables and their damn animals.
No,
Just yes, it's a pain in my ass. I spend hours every morning when the sun rises cleaning up after these damn nuisances, the elves. To hell with the elves. And he takes a big old drag off of his pipe, trying to relax himself.
What do you think, guys? We set out for this? Anyone need to prepare anything ahead before we go?
I'm ready, as always.
Stomach full of ale.
Yeah, that's right. Let's finish our drinks and proceed to the quivering forest.
Well, is there some kind of general store around here, near here?
Sure, yeah. There's a little general store that's inside of the crossings, and it's sort of like a small little strip mall, I guess you could say. There's a small little general store. Everything is owned by Ramson, so if there's anything you need general equipment wise, you're able to find it there.
Well, I was just kind of wondering if I'd be able to upgrade my leather armor from leather to studded leather.
Sure. If you want to do that after the game, you can do that, or if you want to do it now, you can. It doesn't matter.
I would have liked to do it before we go out on our next adventure, so if I could get some studded
Sure.
leather, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, just does studded leather give you Just make sure you make the appropriate adjustments on your armor. If there's any kind of disadvantage on stealth checks. If
No,
there's
it won't. I looked at it, so it'll just
Okay.
give me like basically it'll just give me like +1 to AC is basically all it does.
Okay. Does it give you still maximum dex bonus for AC, or does it limit you to 2?
Yeah, all light armor or whatever gives you max dex.
Okay. Sounds like a winner. All right, go ahead and add it to.
Looking
So
spiffy there, Arian.
Arian's making a quick pit stop. Everybody else have everything that they need? Anybody need any healing potions, anything like that?
I'm assuming it'll be at cost of how much it costs, right?
That is correct. Yeah,
Whatever
everything's
the
at
book
cost.
says.
Yep. Healing
Okay.
potions are 50 as well. So
And divided by 4, I gave everyone, or am giving everyone 9 gold pieces. I'm doing my
Oh,
part,
really?
right?
Seriously? Okay.
It'll be added for this game.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
at the
it'll
end of
be
the
added.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
At the end of the game.
yeah. I'll get it out of there at the end.
No. Fabulous.
Into the forest we go.
Exactly.
All right.
With the shiny new studded leather Aryan leading the way.
And the 21 AC dwarf as well.
Exactly. Oh yeah, we better put the dwarf in front.
The walking ancient
The
dragon.
wall, our wall. Here, yeah.
Well, actually, we better put the tracker first, since the dwarf's a mountain dwarf and doesn't know a damn thing about the forest.
Okay, all right. Aryan, as soon as you see trouble, run behind the dwarf, though.
That's exactly it.
Well,
Got
staggered behind. I don't want to accidentally get hit either.
All right, so I guess Arian would probably be up front with B second, then probably
I'll
Kron.
take up behind D and let the priest
There we
to
go.
beat the caboose here.
Sounds like a winner. I got everybody set up on my little grid. So you guys are off into the quivering forest, leaving your murder hobo friend Keyleth behind. So you guys know that, and you've heard from the inhabitants of the area that the quivering forest is rife with danger. A lot of animals, especially lately, have been corrupt with all of this mist that has just been a
I'm sorry.
constant.
One moment, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
No problem. And so, with all of this going on, it's making the quivering forest much more terrifying, more than what it normally would be. So as you guys are walking through the forest, there is an eerie silence, and every once in a while the silence breaks when you hear raging squirrels. They're chirping, they're throwing rotten acorns at you from the trees above.
Okay.
Screeching at you from the treetops. There is this rolling mist that is everywhere. The rain starts to pour down on you. Thunder starts to, happen in the background. And it's just seems like it's just made for a miserable freaking day.
Yeah.
And all of these trees, the acorns coming down on you, the trees seem like they're creaking in the wind as the wind starts to pick up, and like sounds of laughter are whistling through all of the trees.
What's so
And-
damn funny, Malachi? Quit that sniggering behind me, man. I'm trying to concentrate here. The damn squirrels keep throwing acorns at me. I'm trying to block them away.
What are you doing to them to make them throw acorns at you?
I have no idea. Some of Arian's doing, no doubt. He's communing with nature, and he's probably pissed everything off.
Maybe they're your lady friends, familiars.
Lady friends, I can only be so lucky. It seems there's only males in this town. I don't even know how they maintain a population. Yeah, it looks like Arian's back. Okay, Arian's
That's-
studying
it's
fucking
too
tracks
good.
and shit, Dave. Yeah.
Too good.
But Arian, while you were away, we walked into the quivering forest, and fucking squirrels are screeching at us, throwing fucking acorns at us, and we just heard like some mysterious laughter in the fog.
What? Seriously?
Yeah,
And
no
there's
shit.
a rolling mist,
Yeah,
of
there's a
course.
rolling mist everywhere.
You guys-
Somebody's got the fog machine out.